Knights of the Anime Table will not be seen tonight, so we may bring you a special presentation. There we go. I'm not sure what happened there. I just didn't want to play. All right. Had to do it manually. All right. So, Daniel. All right. So, yeah, everyone is tied up with their different things going on. So, in lieu of our regularly semi-scheduled program, we're going to go with this one here. So, getting the thing here. And he's doing a Teddy Chan stream. I'm doing mine. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring this up here as it loads. Just saw some event stuff about the Star Wars season next coming up again in May 2nd. It's going to be wild. Following up on an old joke, they actually have Darth Jar Jar. It's apparently a modifiable Mandalorian skin. It's like a Jedi variation on Eevee and a Wookiee Cuddle Team leader, which is part of the Battle Pass, apparently. Emperor Palpatine. I think Jart and Mace Windu is going to be in the item shop. This is going to be crazy. And there'll also be a lot of money expended, probably. Oh, I got to get that, I'll admit, I'm probably one of them. So, nope, and the second thumb is back. God damn it, people, come on. You had it fixed and you went back on it. And there it goes. See, you can see it in real time. The old picture is still in the Matrix. All righty. I've already sent out the invites to those concerned and general population. So we'll see what happens here. So no, and another contrast there. When I hit the live button, I don't leave people hanging for like 20 minutes. I might post a link well in advance, but when I hit the live, I'm ready to go live. Okay. Like they listen to the talk radio. I'm up against a hard break. That's one where it's the network is going to cut to commercial, whether you're finished talking or not. So some breaks it's when you find the time. It's like, yeah, I know I can play the end. No, it's like you're controlling thing. But if it's outside of your go, like if you're on networking and they're going to go, I'm on a hard break. I got wrap it up. Or we'll carry on. We'll talk to you after the break. It's the sort of thing, a little bit of discipline. Get in there and get your due. People are tuned in to see you, not your loading screen. And you never looking at a loading screen, but at least I'm down in the corner talking. I'm here doing something. Let's get loaded. Hostile hotel. No, that trailer though looked pretty like the battle bus being chased by TIE fighters. You had Luke upon the X-Men. Apparently, players, character on riding on top of the X-Men. I wonder if that means they're going to be using that. X-Men going to come in as gliders. And the Death Star, visible in the sky. He's broken them into 5 episodes too. Here we go. Now we're going to stick with this mode for a while. Because I've already gotten everything I want in the main battle pass. So we're going to see what we can do. Oh, let's see. Quick while this is still loading there. Fire will gain shields and shield bomb is a big bomb, bush bomb. Okay, do the bush bombs. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing going. That seems to be behaving itself for the most part. So. It's like I said, there's no stream yesterday because I was busy helping kid sister move, and I'm saying right now I will never help anyone move again. My back is absolutely destroyed. There's also a thing of why I love broadcasting, because even crippled up, I can still do this. It may take me twice as long to get up out of the chair and go to the bathroom, but at least I can do this without missing a beat. If YouTube would allow it without, copyright claim and everything, I'd be doing music shows out the one. Be spinning tunes like it's going out of style. All right. Come on, can I get them again? There we go. Okay, this. Come on. Catch up with the rest of the world. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's straighten out. All right, come on. Get everything resolved here. Oh, the wonders of. Come on. Can we? All right. Now, if we can possibly there. All right. this computer. Okay. Come on. Come on. Quit flipping around here. There, for that. Oh, come on. What the hell? Typical. Just so I get something going. All right. Actually, for that. Whoa, shit! Quit hitching up on me at these times. Fucking hell. This is almost worse than when you know. God, not now! Come on! All the goddamn times. Come on. I'm this fucking close to the edge here, too. It's gonna come in the fucking storm. I can't even get out of here. Come on. Move it. Damn it. Fuck. Fuck me. All right. Can I at least get a shot off, you son of a bitch? Come on. Yeah. 10 times more irritating. Bitch! God! Give me a fucking clear. I'll fucking cut off. One of the two. God. Oh, you bitch, come on. Can I fucking step forward, you cocksucking little shit? Come on. Game's determined to just fucking kill me. Fucking go again. Stop it! Cunt. Oh, God. Players try to knock me out, but when the game itself is fucking fighting me. Fuck. Motherfucker, what? Come on. Screen went dark on me for a second there. Motherfucker. God damn it. Can you just give me the fucking thing? Get out of my fucking way. Cunt! Well, so much for the internet behaving itself today. What is the weather in Seattle? It's in light rain for the next hour. It's in the 50s. '55 here, partly cloudy. Okay. So I am making progress there. So let's take a look in here. All right. So even as fucked up a game as that was, still got something done there. So let's see if we can get a decent game in for once. God. Take a quick pike at the shop here. Okay, now we got Taker and Cody here. I really don't care about the man. All I'd want is Taker and the shovel. Take a close look at it next time. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Let's just start off down here. Where are we? I'm at a gas station, I think. God. There we go. bitch! God! Cock-sucking little whore! God! You fucker! Yeah, this is gonna be one of those rounds. Something I will be posting later. Will kind of parting gifts from kids this week. Not really, but she's only across town. But I like to bag you with some stuff. It's sort of a thank you, I guess. But among them, several Pokemon cards. Yeah, we posted. We've got Pikachu, Fennekin, Pupilo, and this is a little sparkly version too. Froakie, Scorbunny, Grookey, Squirtle, Piplup, Mudkip, Trico, another Squirtle, Oshawott, Charmander, Scorbunny, Pupilo again, Chimchar, and another sparkly thing. I'll be going to more of that, and I think with our anime group. See if somebody wants to make me an offer on these bad boys. Put them back in the packet here. Got a nice little deck here. Now I'm assuming this thing is supposed to close down a little more than it does. The pack itself is keeping it from closing, but looks like it go all the way down there. But I'm going to put that over there. All right. So I'm going to try this one more time here. Of course. That's going to be par for the course, I think. It's going to be weird again. It's going to fuck you then. Okay, good. All right, we're back again here. So we got the Undertaker. Let's take a look closer. I noticed they gone back to the throat tattoo, but it's like it used to be Sarah, name of his wife at the time. They had that removed. I don't know what. I don't want to know what happened. That's a personal matter. Replaced with something here. I don't know how authentic that is, or it's something they kind of concocted. See, he's got something there, but leave out the name. And then take her shovel. But amongst the other things there. That's it. You gonna buy the emotes separate too? God. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And putting Cody Rhodes, I'm not that familiar with. I mean, no, obviously Dad Dusty Rhodes, you know, and Brothers Gold Dust. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then, okay, the Mark 45 Iron Man is back. I wasn't that impressed with it. Catwoman. This always hits at the time when I can't do anything. It's like, as part of the issue with the helping kids just move is it kind of incurred a cost on us. So we're in a bit of a bind at the moment. So, links down below in the description. PayPal's the best. Super chats are always good. Tips, and you're watching this in reruns. I guess you are because I'm not seeing anything. And by chance you're watching this on Twitter, it's like, or on X, you can watch on YouTube and you actually get a hold of all that stuff. Okay, then you watch it. Tracks we can't do right now. And Sykes Locker Bundle. DePonce's Locker Bundle. Who are these guys? And then we got these guys here. And these are new. Yeah. There's an interesting variant on Ramirez. And these guys are, and the Fancy S, Mortal Kombat still in the year. Ice Spice has been back, Lewis Hamilton. How about something a little more connected with F1? I think a scooter, really? He's an F1 racer, come on. Sabrina Carpenter, Snoop's Cadillac, and the Marvel McLaren. And Frank Lady uses his Batmobile. Okay, and then we got the crew pass and stuff here. And then we got down with stuff we got to spend real money on. Okay, so we're back to that. That's the thing. All I'd want is Taker. I don't care about because I'm not that familiar with them at all. Really, I haven't seen it at all. I'm only familiar with the Legacy. The Cutlass is nice. Remember, I just want Taker, the shovel, and the urn. Yeah. And of course, the urn itself, which unfortunately would run you more than the whole bloody bundle. I think. See, 1,500. The shovel takes the 2,300. And the area was a 26 and another 29 for that. So like, I'm 100 V-Bucks more than just get the bundle and get everything. So I'm torn. Of course, the fact that it's the fact that it is item shot though, it means you can do it. Just the ring gear. No hat. And regularize or roll back, kind of the dead man out there. So let's get out of this. Let's try to get back in there again now. Of course, it's not going to be easy. Let's take a look up here. All right, yeah. And Lego Fortnite, new Lego, yeah. Why don't they do the videos? And yeah, okay, here we are. Let's watch the video of this. That's it. Because I get the videos that got up in the corner here, like, hey, I want to see that. And then you get in there and they won't let you see it. It's so frustrating. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Okay. All right. Can we actually get going right? Hmm. I might address my comment about Indy's bunny butt plug video and flesh that out a bit and see how it goes. Let's just gonna get down here. Okay. This is not exactly a good omen. We'll go that way. So it's probably best I avoid the edge of the storm as much as possible. Mm-hmm. What the bitch? Yeah, this gets annoying. All right. At some point, they're going to let me move. All right. Give me the fucking rifle. God damn it. Fuck it. Okay. I need to start eliminating some of the competition here. And I just set up too. All right. Of course. And I'm outside the storm zone, son of a bitch. Here we go. Get me out of here. You're not going to let me fucking move. Get me out of it. Come on. Cunt! Fucking little cock teeth, get me out of here. Come on. Fuck this shit. Yeah, should be fun to everyone. Yeah, no shit, there was an error. Check on something real quick here, back in a bit. See if the wire's straight on there. Hell's the hold up here? Great. God. Ah. What? Trying to get a damn stream, man, but I think he's fucking up on me. So I'm trying to keep going. I think he's fucking up on me. You're in the kitchen? Yes, I'm in the kitchen. What? You can't be a kid to put in the bathroom. Put them on. Actually, no, that's okay, do I have any more to put in there? Yeah, just have it here. Okay, get that in. When did you start drinking these, cranberry juices? Yes, they're in the fridge, and they're in the fridge of the gallon. Anyway, chicks are waiting. Mm. Mm. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay, we get more more viewers while I'm up and away from the thing. All right. One more time. No, and he posted one of her retired videos. Old one. May have still been in high school at the time, but yeah, she turned 18 at the beginning of her senior year, so it's still legal. But it's around that time period. And it's basically stuck in a, with a butt plug thing. But it's like, think some of that butt thing. I'm not into anal or something. But what alarmed me was the very visible bruises on her ass cheeks that had been healing for a while. I think it's like the way they looked like this old stuff. Like, what the hell was she doing back then? Yeah. Like again, this is like this thing was recorded 10 years ago. I was like, I do not find physical abuse appealing at all, even when it's self-inflicted. Okay. Those cases of what the hell is going on with you, girl? No. Okay, this is a hopeful sign. At least we get to the island. The spawn island. All right. Okay, let's hit that air base. Ah, you yuts. Oh, come on. Fucker! Can't even hold for 30 fucking seconds, can you? Gotcha. Sit up. God. Lousy posture is what's killing me here. Bitch. Fucking Mexican jumping bean motherfucker. Come on. I don't know about you, fuckerhead. Okay, any day now. All right. Bitch! Gotcha, you little cunt! and then it locks up on me. And always just outside the fucking storm zone. Wait for the thing to come get me. God. Let me get back in here for a bit. Oh, shield bubble. All right, now let's rearrange things a bit. I'll go with that. Okay. What I need, frankly, is this actually. There. What? Seriously? Fucker, come on. There's a big one over there if I can live long enough to get there. There's storm. Comes the storm. Give me that. No, that. Asshole. Bitch! Cut! Bitch. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Maybe. See when it does this. Yep. Trish Hirschberg, one of the famous the local Renaissance fair. Yeah. Little man growing up. That'll make you feel old. Huh? All right. All right. Again, this is. Oh, you fucker. Come on. Okay. What the fuck? Lost the foot on the keyboard. Ass wipe son of a bitch, come back here. All right. Hold on. Motherfucker, come on. Dubious benefit of nobody else being around here. Didn't bother putting a transmitter tower. And at least I'm well away from the edge of the storm. All right. All right, rearrange things. All right. Always fun. Look at this island is kind of set up as sort of a season 2 greatest hits. That's a very broad interpretation of what the greatest hits would be. All right. How's about we just sit here for a while? Let everyone else kill each other. I hope that thing doesn't lock up on me at a critical moment, as it's wanting to do. And there, locks up. Wait, what? There we go. Okay. Okay, right, door's another end here. Fucking dickhead son of a bitch. Come on. Who the hell's shooting me? Actually, we're going to close that one. Bitch, come on. This is getting ridiculous. You cunt. Hi. Oh, shit. What the fuck? What the fuck did I just... Of course. Right in the middle of a fucking firefight, and I'm in the middle of it. This guy's at least a bit competent. I'm dead. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Come on. Community's playing Hello Kitty something or other. Such a manly game, don't you think? Like I said, you're trying to go both ways. You know, I'm a man, but there's absolutely nothing to be taken seriously as a man. Mm-hmm. Okay. Did manage to get enough points for another thing here. And you gotta get the pickle. And a couple from the music pass. So loading screen's always good. And whatever that is. Okay. 2 more freebies. That looks like a Jaguar. Yeah. Okay. So the dailies for the done are done. Dailies for that are done. What is next on the list of things to try to get here? Motherfucker. Backbling. Yeah. Okay. Now getting back to the bruises on her. I mean, yeah, she does the spanking all the time, but like that, it takes quite a bit to actually raise up bruises like that. Okay. And last time we saw something like that was when she had the thing where her psychotic followers pushed that spank bank over 1,300 smacks, which the 666 per ass. You people are fucking psychopaths. That you would do that to someone who you claim to care about. It's like you don't give a shit about her. You would even think about doing that, okay? And that's the thing, because it was the bruises that have been healing from, because it's like Pam just a lot of white, black, red spots and things like these were old bruises that have healed. They're in the process of healing, I think. Or they're probably getting worse, but it's like this is not a healthy situation, okay? And it apparently wasn't 10 years ago, and it hasn't gotten any better. So again, I tell you, those who say, she's hurting herself, okay? If you give a shit about her, you would not just let this continue. Like, oh, what she wants is not good for her. She needs help, and she's not getting it. And I refuse to sit back and let this happen, okay? Not if I can do something about it. Let her to wake the fuck up and get proper help. Because she's bright enough, she can actually have something to offer the world here, even if it's just better quality of porn. But either way, it's like, but it can't. Yeah. I said, even if all it is just improving the quality of porn, I think that her stuff is really just getting stumped these days. The reason why in the old days she was winning awards because her stuff was really inventive and really entertaining. It's like, now it's just like, what the hell is this? Oh, God damn it. At least I'm not to the storm zone. And she has gone so far up to her ears in this trans shit. Everything's got to be femboy this, femboy that. It's like, what has gotten in your head to hate being a girl? He must be up top. I'm pretty sure this goes beyond just what happened to her at 14. Something deep-seated is going on there that's not being addressed. And it's not for lack of trying on a part of you. A part of her therapist when they've tried, because they've done all kinds of weird, everything I could think of to try and visualize and get a handle on it, but she just will not deal with it. It's something to get her, wrap her head around this thing and finally get to it. I think we need to get out of here. I got this thing rearranged such that I think, Sleepy Swam's not quite where you remember it to be. Same with the other places. Well, the only thing where it should be is, Steamy Stacks. Yes, I'm avoiding the storm like a day one player. I've caught in this thing too damn many times. Come on, damn it. All right, let's see. Whoopsie. I kind of asked for that one, but cunt! Get off of me! No. I don't want to deal with that thing. Actually, see something just to fill the hole here. Is there something in a better assault rifle here that I can do with? Well, hold on. At least get that. There we go. Hitch. Don't want to do. All right. Damn it! I don't want the gold. Give me that. Pissing me off, girly. All right. Cunt. Okay, let's. All right. Okay. take this kid out? Come on, damn it. Nobody finishes. Okay. Ah. Yep, can't do that. All right. Waiting for that one little magic moment to get a decent connection. I can play the game properly without having to fight against a fucking computer. Somehow I burned the hell out of my neck. And you think the long hair and the fact that it was kind of cloudy yesterday would have done something. Nope. All right. All right. All right. Okay, and since nice being actually the first one here. Nothing else that fills a slot. Makes it a little easier. Straighten these out later. Okay. All right, and okay. And then what can I put now? No. All right, let's get back up there to that truck. There you are. Bitch. Cunt. All right. Whoa. Okay. Throw yourself. Yeah. All right. All right. Let's rearrange things a bit. That goes up here. An item. Bitch. All right. Let's just get out of this area. All right. Yeah, set up. Ah. Hmm. Hmm. Ah. All right. All right. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. All right. All right. I think it is starting to settle in a little bit. Don't do that. God damn it. Need something besides a rifle? Here. That's a hint that it locks up. Okay, how far away from the storm zone? A ways. Okay. So nobody noticed those two. So nobody even went off. There we go. Wrong way. I go down. What the? Bitch! Yeah, it's just. Bitch, come on! This is the one bright spot in the middle of nowhere. Okay. Okay. Motherfucker! Damn it! Ugh. Okay, not going to make the top of the stack, so we'll just. You know what I'm going for there? When it freezes like that, that is when I really, because it's just you have to walk off the cliff. Just enough to keep you from stopping. Come on, damn it. That's just about as bad when it just locks you completely. You didn't know what the hell's going on. Still open the roof? How much on Mark is still open the roof? Mark on the lights there. Yep, there we go. So it's probably just as well I didn't make that jump. Okay, did I spend gold at some point? I do not have time to go looking for it. Okay. God damn you, you back shooting little fuck! Where are you? All right. Okay, let's see what we got here. All right. Where are we dropping here? Okay. All right, where is this? Where the hell is... There you are. I guess I'm maxed out. Yeah, I'm maxed out on gold now. I didn't know how I dropped in the first place. I don't know. Yeah, now's when it locks up. It says the door is not open, means on the other side. Tactical shoddy over there. That's right. Barely outside the storm zone. Okay. Stop. God damn it. Actually, okay. All right. Someone being smart or something? Bitch. Come on, the tree. You cunt. For crying out loud. Can't even land.
Oh, fucking hell.
Give me the fucking shotgun. What the heck? God damn it. Ugh. All right in the middle, so I'm not even go anywhere.
Fucking hell.
Try going. What?
Ow.
All right. So if you'd like to see me get a better system so this happens less often, links down below in the description. Well, can't say I'm really inclined to get out there in that fur ball. Okay. Okay, let's see how we're doing now. Fuck! Out in the open, and then it locks up. All right. Maybe down there, probably at least. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get back to this. What happened? All right. Let me take a check over here on the X side of things. We can see what's going on over there, if anything. Come on. Yeah, it's that kind of day. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, like, what do you do with leftover bacon? No such thing. That's a trick question. There we go.
How you doing?
Hold on, things are a little convoluted here.
How you doing, being in the butt?
Oh, getting there.
So last night
Ow. Hmm.
I made over 3 pounds of spiced candied nuts for church and family today.
Oh, okay.
I have 5 ounces left that I squirreled away before we left.
Ah.
I think they went over well because I got about 20 people telling me I'm supposed to make them more before I leave again.
Well, obviously, yeah.
This was a small little church service and a small for my family
Mm-hmm.
Easter gathering, and there ain't nothing left.
Mm.
They ate them all. I had 3 types. We had a spiced cinnamon pecan. We had a cinnamon chocolate cashew.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had maple sweet and spicy blend with macadamia and pistachio.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Okay. Now, come on.
People just went chomp a chomp, 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 chomp.
Uh-huh.
But I'm not exactly doing great today.
Well, I was up past midnight helping kids sis move. Never again. Yep.
Well, you know those imaginary ticks I have?
Mm-hmm.
One of them went off while I was moving a giant tray covered in about 2 pounds of the nuts I just finished and spread out.
Oh boy.
I managed to keep from dropping the tray and get it onto the counter beside me while I was shaking.
Okay,
But
that's good.
in the process, I managed to knock over a stack of galvanized serving trays and land them handle first on my foot.
Ow.
My foot's not doing well today.
Yeah. Oh, my back will probably take the next 3 days just to get back to where it was before, and that wasn't great before.
You know.
Okay, we're gonna give one more shot here.
But I got comments because you go to these potlucks and most people either they make very standard desserts that they make at every event that are usually breads with a shit ton of sugar and fruit added, or they buy pre-made desserts which are bread with a shit ton of sugar and fruit added. And this is a little church in a quite old town.
Yeah.
So I made a bunch of zero sugar, monk fruit based candied nuts with healthy ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the elderly members of the church walk out bunch of them going, "Oh, thank you, thank you."
Something besides Sarah Lee, thank God.
Something I can actually eat, right?
It's an Easter miracle. Okay.
I wasn't gonna make them yesterday, but I wanted to do that for the church potluck today because I was so ticky, so overstressed. So
yeah. Oh.
So I did my best. I did everything I could do with it.
Yeah.
I moved on from that. We finished it, and I couldn't stay at the family one because they had the only place they could have it because the weather's been up and down was in my aunt's place, and she's got a very small place with dogs, and one of which is a puppy who still has serious separation anxiety from what it went through before she got it at the shelter.
Oh boy.
So she didn't want to lock it up into the back of the house for hours with the stress and put it through that. So...
And already getting serious problem here with the game. A woman be off the bus.
We talked. We figured things out.
Good God, I can't even get out of the damn bus without it going weird on me here.
And what we decided to do was I would visit with all of them outside for a little bit when I dropped Mom off. Then, mind you, Mom loaned me her car since mine's in another state with my husband. And I took off into the mountains and went and took photos of animals and birds. Went and watched the wild dogs chase around prairie dogs, stuff like that. Came back, got Mom when she was done after I spent longer than I intended in the mountains because nature. Visited with them outside a bit again and then came back. So I still got time with the family, just without making the animals have to stress.
Oh, God. Yeah, after I shoot and announce my presence, then it locks up on me.
Wolverine with a gun is just weird.
Yeah, well, I've done pretty good with the claws, but better than and again, technically, it's like there's no difference between one and the other thing. But I just the two-headed pickaxes are slightly faster than the one-head, like someone swinging a whatever. And I'm a little more inspired when I'm doing Wolverine than just start clawing somebody. All right. Okay.
So I am a week staggery girl right now. But between Friday going to the Good Friday service and today, I took almost 3,000 pictures around the time going to the church and back because church is in another town across the mountain passes from us. And there's a lot of nature places between us, so it's not exactly hard to add an extra half hour here and take a bunch of pictures. There are perks to being in the middle of nature areas where you don't really have to go anywhere to find stuff to photograph. But yeah, I've got the whole top of my left foot is either really swollen, really tender, or showing weird bruises and welts. It's got a little corner point where the metal hit directly that is very deep and very squishy, and the bone is swollen underneath it. It instantly rose as a black bone bruise when it happened. By the time I could walk into the other room, I had this knotted black spot.
Damn it.
So yeah, I've got a really vicious little bone bruise and injury on my foot.
Where the hell? No.
Now, you know me.
Mm-hmm.
Is this going to stop me from going to Reptile Gardens in the next few days and taking a shit ton of pictures?
Oh, hell no.
Is this going to stop me from going over 5 billion freaking botanical gardens while I'm over in Cali so I can make it worth the trip?
No, it'll just make you more determined to get the. I'm not gonna let this stop me, goddamn it.
There we go. That's the one.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
There is something about me being just a stubborn, bullheaded pain in the ass.
There. At least I took him with me. All right.
Not like I know anybody who could understand that personality, right, Bob?
I'm growing out of that personality, frankly. Because like, no, that's it. I give up. Okay, I'm done.
You're every bit a stubborn.
I broke out the cane last night to make a point. I can't do this shit anymore.
Yeah, that's just anything. That doesn't mean you're not a stubborn, bullheaded pain in the ass. It just means you're shifting what you're focusing it on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fucking whore.
But it is Easter, and I haven't gotten to talk to you guys much the last several days, and I thought I should actually check on you for Easter, and it would be nice if you could kill the game in a few minutes and actually talk.
I figured this is going to be it. Yeah.
Damn
it! Where are you assholes? God. It's rather rare to get that golden goldfish thing. So I'm gonna like, Okay, let's get out of this.
There was this moment after the arms ticked and the hands stirred, where I could feel the tray of nuts trying to tip forward and slide out of my hands several times.
Yeah.
And I'm like almost dancing with the damn tray, trying to catch the balance of it by shifting my body and feet everywhere.
Yeah.
To get it on the counter, I'm sitting there going, I'm going to slow dance with them and then watch them hit the floor, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
And I managed to keep them from
stand by and marvel at what's going to.
I managed to keep them from spilling a single fucking nut. That was impressive.
Yeah.
And then I landed on the galvanized trays.
Son
of a bitch.
That was also rather loud.
Yeah, but Mom slept through it. Granted, she was in the other end of this house, and this house was literally made out of old oak World War II bomb boxes.
Yeah, and how many kids?
4.
Yeah, I think you'll learn how to sleep through a lot of stuff.
And almost 20 grandkids, some of whom lived with her for a while.
Yeah. You either learn to be a good sleeper or you don't sleep.
Guess which one happened to me being in a loud house?
Yep.
I didn't sleep.
Yeah. Okay, let's get out of that.
I'm not saying it was healthy, mind you. I'm just saying that's the situation.
Yeah.
My mom's pastor. I swear he thinks the world of me. I brought in the diabetic nuts, and he kept thanking me and hugging me. Then he made a point of pointing out during the service that he grew up with a sister who had genetic diabetes and had to do meds from the age of 14. I think it meant something to him that I made stuff for people who couldn't eat the other.
Yeah. Someone's taking into account.
So it's like he pointed that out after he thanked me for making food like that. So
all right, come on.
I'm figuring he was going something that because you go to potlucks and you got everything's got lots of carbs and bread and everything's got lots of sugar and fruits and stuff. It doesn't work with diabetic. And I love the close-knit community of a potluck. I hate trying to survive and trying to eat at them.
Yeah.
Which was the other thing. Me and Mom planned it. We made sure that the food that we brought were things we could eat if nothing else was edible to us.
Yeah. And up at the station in Boulder, I had potlucks all the time, and I bring in a version of shepherd's pie. It's like,
Well, it's like when My
sometimes it's
goddaughter
lamb, sometimes it's venison. That was fun.
when my goddaughter was little, we would
Mhm.
go to all these events in the inner city with her. And do you know how hard it is to take a little black girl to all these events in her community when she can't eat gluten and she can't eat the fried chicken and ribs they serve at them?
Oh man.
And how other people would look when she would turn down the food like that. So I got to the point where I came up with versions that didn't have any wheat added to the sauces, didn't have any glutens on the fried chicken. It was made out of the ground cornmeal, almond butter. And I came up with really good recipes, but they actually taste close to the originals.
Yeah, okay.
Homemade barbecue, homemade breads for the chicken, all this. And I would make her own to carry so she could set up a plate to look like she ate with the rest of them.
Yeah.
And it worked. Because it's part of those kinds of events is the community. And when you're the person who can't eat anything, you end up looking snobbish, like you don't want to.
Yeah.
So I did this for her.
One gal, we're trying, she real hard trying with alcoholism thing, liver, cirrhosis liver. But I, like doing pub quizzes. It's like, if you get a Coke with no ice and a pint glass, looks like you're just flat, kind of a flat Guinness. You actually like that comment? So you blend in.
This is why when people go complain about the stereotypical foods in different communities, it's like, yeah, but they're stereotypical foods in those communities because they really were the most common things those communities eat. Try taking a little black girl to all of these events in the inner city when she can't eat ribs and chicken.
Yeah.
It does not work well.
It's like, no, she's not trying to be white. She's trying to live. Okay.
Yeah, and that's the thing, especially considering she was part Celtic anyways.
Well, there you go.
And there is a very large portion of some Black communities that are very anti-mix. So she already had that going against her to a lot of them. We didn't need to aggravate it and draw attention to it, So we do up her little curls and these little hairstyles, and we give her these substitute foods so she looked like she'd fit in, and it worked. And she was happy.
Yeah.
And the other kids didn't see her as odd. But it's like just like me trying to go to family events.
Yeah.
And tell them, no, I can't eat 5 tons of fried bread. No, I can't eat all your Wojappies with 10 different fruits and lots of sugar. No, I can't eat. And they're just looking like, you always eat this shit. It's like, well, yeah.
Not this version.
Well, I ate a little more of their versions on occasion when family events called for it before this issue.
Okay.
Now it's just bring my own versions.
Like now you know better, yeah.
And it's not that the foods are necessarily unhealthy. They're just not healthy for my restrictions now. They're made of mostly, natural plants, bison meat, and other stuff. But there's so much of the other stuff filler that I can't eat.
Yeah.
They use so little breads compared to how much stuff they pile on the Indian tacos at Crazy Horse.
Yeah.
But I can eat them. I just have to remove a little extra fried bread from it. It's not even that much.
Since we are doing the normal Knights of the Anime Table live stream, that's stuff that kids just left for us. I guess it's kind of a thank you or whatever. She's only across town. No, she's not forever. But I guess so. Yeah, she was doing Loot Crate for a while because we got some stuff here. Galaxy Quest uniform patch. Might be able to put that to use. And a couple other patches here. Got Marvel Collector Core, like a picture of Rocket Raccoon. And then we got a Star Wars. Granted it's BB-8. Oops.
Granted, today was not the easiest service for Mom because Easter services generally focus on death and mourning and other stuff. And of course, Pastor ties it into people dealing with loss in this world. And we just passed the 3-year mark from when Dad passed, and it hit Mom.
Yeah.
Not to say, here's the thing. It got very crowded because they put 2 service groups together into one, right? Because you don't have as much time Easter, especially doing the meal and stuff, which I understand.
Yeah.
I tried to find a seat where I could sit in the main room and be around people, but it was too crowded. There were no edge seats. By the time I could get done helping take care of the food, I could not.
Yeah.
I walked through and I could see the pastor watching me walk through the room looking for a seat. And then I went in the back of the room and kind of stood out of people's view and kind of went, no, and shook.
Yeah.
And I haven't been back there long before I noticed him look over at me a few times. And then suddenly the girls that were talking to him came over to take me in the back room and set up the speakers so I could listen to it and not have to be in the crowd.
Oh, okay.
So obviously he was paying attention.
Here with that is another Marvel collector core. It's a little pin of Groot.
Yeah.
And let go. And I guess this is Star Wars. I got what, that Poe Dameron, I guess. And slightly bigger ones. We got an Alien versus Predator pin here. And some kind of robot invasion thing, but you're here. I don't have to do a thing on that. But, that denim jacket I showed off last time, like, okay, now I can put those somewhere.
So I have to go into another town tomorrow because one of Mom's friends decided she's going to take me and Mom out for a nice fancy meal. In other words, we were not asked, do we want to go out with her? We were told, you're going out with us.
You're going out.
You.
You're going out with her. Get used to that, yeah.
I got comments from her pastor that, you never show up anywhere without bringing us all gifts. It's like, yeah, this is how I am. Because every time I go to the Bible study, every time I go to the church, I always bring something to give to the people around me. Like, that's just how I am. That's how I've always been. And that hit me because when we did the Bible study on Wednesday, I took a bunch of the little mini notebooks that I collect for my notes and writing in and gave them out to people because I've got a bunch of them that are really fancy with Bible verses on them and the cover and stuff. Great little pocketbook for people to have for a Bible study, right? And then I went to that, and he's commenting on me always giving people stuff while they're having those. And I'm just like, I've got a stack of little mini diamond art things. I was making them for spring to give out to the next week. When he's pointing out that you're always giving people stuff. It's like, yeah. That's how I am. I don't meet up with people without giving them something. I never do.
A little something that there's some kind of, they would call them the zombies. Look at they're trying. I don't know if they ever took off anything. But this one here, Unkind Kenneth, supposed to represent lasting friendship. And they had a whole line of them here. They all represent something else here. It's like, charisma, popularity, coordination, success, beauty, love, humor, bright future, athletic ability, star power, and wealth. And then, I'm going to hang this guy right here.
I think we are all well past the bright future stage. I think we're through these weird freaks are surviving no matter what we throw at them stage.
Yeah. Well, at least the British Supreme Court, delivered a little common sense.
Oh, please don't talk politics at all today.
Yeah.
Really, really don't.
Just in the category of the world is healing slowly. With fits and starts.
I've got enough I've been dealing with that. Let's not.
All right. Okay, so let's put this guy here. Somehow. Come on, get in there.
My mom commented, the whistle tick makes me miss my husband. Like, thanks, Mom. It's like, yeah, that's really helpful, Mother.
What? You're giving your mom wolf whistles? Oh.
No, the fact that I whistle like that, just walking around, it reminds her of Dad being in the house.
Jeez.
It's like I showed my mom what has become a cult classic to couples. But I don't know what Uno was thinking a couple years ago when they decided they were going to release a version with customizable wild cards.
Oh,
that you can put anything you want on the card for the task the other have to do.
God damn it.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there going, did they think this was going to be anything but a sex game? Because I'm telling you, I've got like 4 versions of it now. I've made with my husband, anyways.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, man! Happy Easter!
There we go.
And so there was that, and
there's Kenny.
I showed it to my mom, and she went, "Oh my God, the things your dad would have written on that!"
Oh,
laughing her ass off. I said, "It's kind of become a cult classic. There's whole communities online making sex versions of it, sharing info on it."
Oh yeah.
Because it's a cheap way to make a sex game. My husband will bounce in the room going, Uno? You don't want to know some of the stuff I've written on a few of those.
That kind of brings up, because our group and our little cluster of friends would play Uno a lot. But the general joke is because it's getting very violent. Something's going down. And one guy, Uno, the family game. Fuck you! So.
Literally. I mean,
yeah, in this case, yeah. But listen, I'm sure that we'll show up next time when anime is doing some Pokemon cards.
Cool. Cool.
Go through the.
So yeah. I made all those nuts last night. It took a while. It took a lot of work. It did all this fresh spices, all this stuff, and slow roasted them on the stove and all that. And I was so proud of them, and then I almost spilled them all, and then I saved them, but I injured my foot, and now I'm just a kid.
Dead man. Okay.
I said hi to him and happy Easter.
Yeah, I got that. But some of the cards I got here, I think I just included a pack of things. Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Okay. Fennekin.
Did you actually catch what I said?
Yeah. I think so.
Pikachu peeks at you.
Yeah, Popolo, but kind of a sparkly thing. So I don't know what that like a shiny.
Thank you, Dad, man.
Yeah. Piplup, also a sparkly thing.
I'm doing better bit by bit over here. It's not the most neat and organized room because I'm crammed into a tiny space. There's not enough room for me and all my projects. But I'm doing okay.
Right. Chimchar. Another Populo, but regular. Scorbunny. Yeah. Charmander. Oshawott. I don't know what that was supposed to be. I'm gonna take some close-up pictures and post them in the thing. Squirtle. Yeah. Trico. Angry lizard looking. Mudkip. Piplup. Regular one. Another Squirtle. Grookey. Kind of a green monkey. And a sparkly Scorbunny. And a sparkly Froakie. Yeah. We'll get some close-up pictures and post those in the anime group and see what kind of reaction you get. And okay, I'm in this nice little box here.
They'll be proud of you for becoming more like us. Get some.
I didn't stick these up. These were dropped on my doorstep. Okay.
That's not gonna. They're gonna look at that and go, okay. Thanks, congrats, you're being dirty. Or they're gonna go, if you're not wanting them, send them to us.
Yeah, it's like, what am I bid for these cards? Yeah. Now's your chance to grab them now before I go on eBay, okay?
You can start looking up what the cards are actually worth.
I will. Yeah, I will. I'll start digging up here. But either way, I'm gonna give them get everyone's mouth watering here first by just posting a bunch of pictures.
That's because you're a statistical asshole. I mean,
yeah.
You're supposed to deny that statement.
Why would I do that? I'm in physical pain right now. Why should I deny this shit? Okay.
I am too. I'm in a lot of physical pain right now, actually.
Yeah.
My foot's really fucked up. When you're laying in bed and your blanket brushes your foot and you feel like screaming.
Yeah.
You know how there's a bunch of nerves that run down the bones on the top of your foot to your feet that go down to the toes to help you feel your toes?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I hit the nerve cluster when I bruised the bone.
Yeah.
It's really, really inflamed.
Yeah. No, I think it's like, because, but the C2 through C7 are all compressed. So, well, there's your problem right there. Why everything's fucked up on this side.
You want to know how generous I am this Easter? I quit trolling people for a day. Do I do that often? Do I stop trolling very often?
Not well, it's a sacred holiday, even though I don't think it's like. Turns out Ishtar is actually properly pronounced Easter.
Well, again,
the rabbits and the rabbits and the eggs are all fertility rites. It's all a Babylonian.
The thing is that both Christian holidays have often been taken from other holidays. Other holidays have been taken from Christian holidays. The whole back and forth is insane as hell. And also, Easter was based on the time frame of Good Friday and the Resurrection, which happened to coincide with an already existing holiday to other religions. So they thought they'd be clever and combine it and try to bring those people in.
It's just kind of odd. They never even bothered to change the name. It still bears the name of a Babylonian fertility goddess.
They translated it more to an English, but again, I wouldn't have kept the name of something that's a false idol according to the faith.
It's a Babylonian fertility goddess.
Like I said, to the faith, a false idol. Why would you have kept that name? Even a different language translation of that name,
And even,
but again, let's get into these Hispanic families who are really obsessed with naming their kids the translations of Yeshua, Jesus, and Mary and those. Because that's kind of, especially considering a lot of them are Catholic and believe in Mary being sacred, they're kind of being sacrilegious.
Yeah, slightly. Yeah, it's a little bit. Really? No.
Okay, now I say this. Bear in mind, my goddaughter's name, I appreciate it. Miracle. Yeah. Because with her, the likelihood she was going to survive with all that stuff, it made perfect sense, right?
Yeah. Okay,
my godson's name, I did not like what they named him.
Steph sent a link.
For context on that, my godson, they named Tresneon, which is a Hebraic light of God. I think that crosses that line into being a bit sacrilegious.
Yeah.
Then again, I knew a woman who had fled growing up in Muslim culture who had a son named Jihad.
No, that's not grooming. No, that's not trying to encourage her to take a
her mother and father picked the son's name. And then she left. But it was the whole thing with how much work it would be to actually change his name. She was deciding what to do with it. So it's like, yeah. I mean, there's some names you don't give kids. Don't name them Damien and Jezebel. No, they don't have good meanings.
No, and under the category of how you can really get a very broad just watching Star Trek. First time I heard the word jihad, anyone learn the name, meaning to it? Animated series of Star Trek episode, the Jihad. I didn't, you never learn the Muslim connection with it. That's where I'm from, but it's just that this character's trying to start a holy war across the galaxy, and then he's trying to start a jihad.
Oh, goody! I have actually in public pictures taken by the church over the event. It's like, but it's like one of the ones that cracked me up was this guy who smuggled his dog into the apartments I was in college. Because these were supposed to be non-pet apartments. Fine, I broke that rule myself, but mine were fighting for housing for actual support animals anyways, and I kept them in the room and kept the smells from getting in the apartment. That's quite a bit different than him having a dog and taking it up and down the aisles, the halls.
Yeah.
And this dog was loose and tried to charge me in my own hall. It stopped charging me with my high heel that close to its thorax. Because when it started charging me, I spun heel ready and barely stopped in time not to put the heel through his throat. Because I had already been mauled by a pit bull on the property of that apartment a few months prior. It wasn't happening again. He comes around the corner and, he wouldn't hurt anyone. Diablo, come here. Are you fucking kidding me?
Name him Diablo?
Are you fucking kidding me? You're smuggling a dog in here. You're having him illegally going up and down the halls. You're having him charging at people aggressively and saying, he's the sweetest boy. I named him Devil.
Yeah.
That's like me saying, Ornery is such an angel. I named her Ornery.
Yeah. I mean, it's like,
no, she's an ornery pain in the ass.
I mean, Terry Farrell, when he was saying for a while at convention, she wanted to get a Rottweiler, name it Lucy, short for Lucifer.
Him sitting there saying this is such an innocent dog that would never hurt anyone, and then instantly going, Diablo, come here.
What kind of dog are we talking here?
This dog looked like he was some sort of cross between a Doberman and a pit bull.
Sounds like a Rottweiler.
Rottweiler is similar, not quite the same. There's a couple features that are pit bull features that Rotties don't have that he did, but it looked like it was some sort of cross in that range. No, this is not a fucking innocent dog. It can be a good pet to people if it's raised right, but there are reasons certain breeds are harder to care for. They do have more aggressive traits. Guess what? This is true in cats too. Ornery's an aggressive shit to anybody but me.
Let's try something else.
I know that. We all know that because she's part Mal. She's part Bengal. She's part Siamese. Guess how aggressive and unfriendly those species are to most people?
Very.
She looks like a tabby, but that's because she just has this mix of all these wild cats and these violent breeds that when you mix them together, their features kind of blend into an almost tabby look. She's not a tabby.
No.
We know what her lineage is. Yes, my brother rescued a stray. He also found the owners of the cat that broke out and was the stray. He found her lineage, her documents. We know what she was. And Ornery is significantly part Siamese.
Yeah, I think I figured Jones is probably part Siamese too, just the certain features.
Ornery's also the only supposed tabby cat I've ever known that could actually stand like freaking Egyptian cat statues. Well, until she got too old and fat. Now her gut spills out everywhere when she tries to do it. Her back sticks out backwards. When she was young, you know that stance that I showed the Egyptian cat statues with? The long body going way up, the deep arch, and then the cat down with the feet between the tail wrapped around the feet and stuff, with the boat in the center.
Yeah.
That's how Ornery used to sit as a kitten. For years, until her back started getting too bad for it. Oh, she absolutely has some of that Egyptian blood in her, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Because that's not a common stance for most cats.
Yeah.
I got time with pronghorn, wild dogs, all that stuff with photography today. And the thing about it is, because I injured my left foot, stretching it out in the car and driving with the right foot was actually comfortable on the foot and relieved the pressure. So my mom's been dealing with this injury in her right knee for a while. She didn't want to drive. I needed to stretch out and drive for a bit. It helped my back and my muscles. So she just went, just go take my car into the mountains for a few hours while I hang out with your aunt and family. Because she knows me. Part of all the celebrations we always do for our special events, holidays, and other stuff with me and my husband, we always go for a photo drive together on those kinds of days. You'll see how many of my photos are naturally taken on Christmas, Christmas Eve, Halloween, Easter, my birthday, his birthday. We always go for a photo drive together on these days to celebrate. So she knew I was already missing him because he was with us today. So she's like, take the car, go do some photos, have a little nature time. I'm going to forget where I put my other drink. I think I left it in the other room.
Okay.
I will be right back. I've got the headphones on, so I'll still hear whatever crap you're saying.
Okay. Well, let's see. Let's get back. There's one site that Steph just sent me here called Bonfire. It's a design your own stuff, but let's see. Let's get back to the very beginning here. See how the hell this works. If I can possibly, get some stuff going that way. At least get to the point where I can bookmark it. Oh, come on, you weasel. Come on. There we go. Let's bookmark this tab. Set it in the time in the bar somewhere else. Okay. Because I want to find another way to send my Starfleet Marine stuff.
No, you're not allowed to do anything you enjoy.
But I will figure that out later.
You get to be a miserable old codger for every day of your life.
Too late. That way.
You eat penis. The fact that Mom's pastor is so protective of me. He keeps trying to remind me how much they want me there. They don't care if I'm ticking bad that day. They're like, you would if you heard the bad ticks. Not that I'm saying he's not understanding and patient. It's just I don't want to say that shit around children in church.
Yeah.
And I say that with love. It's nothing that anybody there has done to earn me being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So yes, I do suppress like hell when I'm in church. Not because I don't think that they would accept me, but because I don't want to say that around children.
I think I kind of caught David off guard and things. I'm put my thing on the United Anime things. I'll be incapacitated, recovering from helping my kids move across town. I'm officially too old for that, broken down for this shit. David came in. I'm older than you. Sheesh, you youngers give up too easy. When I was a boy, I had to listen to Joe Biden ramble coherently for 15 minutes. You don't know pain. I turned 61 in July. My back is wrecked, and I had to put up with Nixon and Carter. So, come back.
You saw the young kids in that group.
Yeah, he's only 56. So, yeah, I got you by 5 years. Okay.
And I may be younger than you guys, but neither of you know more pain than I do.
Yeah.
I'm going to be quite honest there.
Yeah. Ow.
I have a very, very fucked up medical history.
Oh, yeah.
And people that want to give me crap and go, well, you're overweight. It's like the fact that I'm standing and still doing exercises is enough of a miracle.
Yeah.
I was commenting on remembering the first time I went into the specialist to get all the scans done because of the seizures. because my niece was complaining because she had to do some scans herself for some issues she's had.
Yeah.
They did not do the kind of neurological scans that they did on me, on her.
Yeah.
But they did do enough of neurological scans. She had to have a few of the probes glued to her head.
Yeah.
Not like they did for epilepsy scanning, but a few of them.
Yeah.
And she was complaining about that. And I'm sitting there going, shut up. Why? It's like, because you have thin, fine, delicate hair that's easier to clean. I had to go through mass amounts with over 70 probes on my head, doing epileptic scans with my native hair, and it took anywhere from weeks to months to get it all back out. With multiple cleanings, scrubbings, and treatments.
Yeah.
I don't fucking want to hear it. And I was doing that when I was 4.
I think just the ovarian cyst going boom one occasionally, would wipe out anything any guy thinks about pain. Okay, There's one thing, me taking a deep dive into this whole trans thing and everything. It's like, now I've learned so much about the differences between men and women, and it's just like, we have no idea, guys. Okay, don't even think. One guy put up if this isn't a woman, what's it? And it's like some dolled up with blonde hair. That means it's all superficial. You have no fucking clue. It's just a costume to you, asshole. Fuck you.
Yeah, female struggles are not, oh, look, we have the people who act like being a woman is looking a certain way. That's the real gender conformist shit.
Yeah.
Because we're not going to look that freaking way.
Second
Second of all, that's not being a woman. No. Being a woman is guttural. It's rough. Whether the organs work right or not, it's certain organs report that have all these propensities to different medical conditions that put us through all these different medical things. There's things we go through medically as women that you will never understand. And most of you will thank God Almighty you never understand them.
That's like, it's one weasel going, oh, where's I'm going to go? Look, I bake brownies for my boyfriend. I sleep with stuffed animals. So what? So do I, asshole.
I know a lot of guys, including all the way up to elderly, who still sleep with stuffed animals.
Yeah,
it's especially common with autistic men. That doesn't mean you're a woman.
No, and I bake brownies. I still got. I'm gonna get some cookies going in there for God's sake.
Me and my husband still sleep with stuffed animals. We both still sleep with stuffed animals from our youth.
Yeah.
We don't care.
I picked up
my husband's a woman. No.
I picked up a Winnie the Pooh for God's sakes. I'm like, yes, they're kind of officially retired. The one I picked up when I was 5. Okay?
Look at the diamond dart I'm working on. It's
Still
actually a wall hook.
Okay.
I've been making stuff. I've been sorting photos, editing photos, working like crazy at this computer. I've been cleaning and helping Mom with the house. I've been making stuff like crazy for her, for the house, for my nieces and nephews, for people in her church. I've been really writing and focusing, and I've got a whole journal of poems and stories and concepts I wrote off of the section we did in the Bible study Wednesday. I have been working my ass off at my mom's house here.
All right.
And the candle and cooking and other stuff. And no numb face.
Arrived,
Hello, everyone.
So do you want to know what happened to my foot?
Before that,
I'll let you two explain that. Try and stretch my back a bit here.
Before that, what?
Happy Easter. Happy Easter, everyone.
Okay, so here's the... I was making all the nuts for there, and that's when you signed out and went to bed, right?
Oh, yeah.
Sure. I had the laptop in the kitchen. I was talking to him and my husband while I was making nuts for church and family for today. And he decided he wasn't staying up to watch me cook for the next hour. So he signed out and went to bed. My husband finished giving me all the directions. I was finishing the second batch. The first batch was done. So I put the laptop back in, said I'll be in a few to say goodnight to you. I went back out to finish up the last batch. And remember, I was quite ticky last night. And, oh, God. I had a really bad spasm and tick in my arm and neck several times while I was trying to move the tray with about 2 pounds of nuts that I just laid out that were still hot from one spot to the next. And I ended up doing what would basically look like a weird slow dance with the nuts, trying not to let the tray spill as it was trying to tip forward, and I was trying to rebalance while ticking. And I managed to spin around and prop it up on the edges of the sink on both sides and get it set down. But I also was still ticking, and my other arm hit the stack Mom had that she was trying to get a new place to put away in her cupboards. She's still rearranging stuff. That was a stack of galvanized steel serving trays that I got her years ago. Which then decided to go up into the air with momentum off the counter and go very, very fast to the floor with the sharp steel handle first straight into my foot bone. And then the entire stack of them landed on my foot with the one with the handle jagging into my foot.
Oh, another thing we got left. That's what a Millennium Falcon used.
So within 30 seconds, I had a deep black bone bruise surfaced, which is when they surface that fast, that's bad. Can you let me finish this without all the distracting noises and lights,
all right.
please? You're such a child.
I got a Millennium Falcon, of course.
So
what am I doing?
I had that bone bruise surface within 30 seconds, which is never good. And bone bruises take weeks to months to heal, depending on how bad they are. After that, the entire foot swelled up. I had this giant, like most of the top of the foot, red swollen knot for most of the night, which faded this morning so that I have this like mix of bruise and red knot all over the top of my foot. I've got this deep spot that feels like it's fucking tenderized beef. And that's where the black welt bruise is. And the bone under that is clearly swollen and injured. And the whole foot's not functioning right. And anything touching it feels like somebody's punching me in the nerve center. Now, granted, I did this. It's still severely injured, but other than that, I'm okay. Granted, I did this last night. I got up this morning. I helped Mom finish cooking and the stuff she needed to for the potluck. I carried the giant thing with the wrapped multiple containers of hot food in and out of the church car for her. And as we're heading out of the church, one of the guys helped me and Mom finish getting it to the car. But
that was nice.
You remember I was making multiple pounds of all these, right?
Oh,
yes.
Ow.
About half of one of the 6 containers I made is what's left. And that's because I squirreled it away before I left.
They were very popular.
They were popular at church, and the pastor made a point of pointing out, growing up with somebody who was naturally diabetic, who was on medicine by the time she was 14, and a lot of the elderly people thanked me because everybody brought sweet desserts that are full of sugar and carbs, which a lot of people can't eat. So they were popular with certain people. Then we took the leftovers over to my aunt's place, and the family munched them. And apparently my cousin and her kids took a bunch of them with them to go back to another state. And my aunt has given me directions that I'm not supposed to leave again without giving her a whole bunch of bags of the nuts in different flavors and some more muscle creams.
Nice.
I make my aunt CBD muscle creams for her arthritis. Actually, I've kind of become the mad scientist of the family. Everybody comes to me for muscle creams and stuff and special foods and teas and stuff.
All kinds of concoctions.
I'm really good at it. This one I swirled a tiny bit away of for my husband so he could try the flavor. They are cashews. And the spice blend on this is lots of chocolate and both hot and sweet cinnamon with a little cardamom. And they're salty and chocolatey and really, really, really yummy. And I made almost 2 pounds of these. And I had a container I'd swirled away of these. Mom took it. She took off hugging it and put it in her room.
That's funny.
Chocolate nuts.
I don't blame her.
So this blend is macadamia and pistachio with almond extract, maple extract blended with a little bit of cardamom, sweet spices, and a little cinnamon, and a little bit of cocoa. It's really yummy. It's maple. You can taste the maple. So I really put a lot of work into this. And then I had one container that was a container of the leftover cinnamon pecans that my husband made. The whole time we were doing the potluck stuff, I kept having people walk up to me like, that one's my favorite. That one's my favorite. And nobody agreed. It was pretty evenly split. They're all like, yum, yum, yum. It didn't survive. There's very little left. I'm going to have to make more for my snacks that I eat. I thought, I made so much. I'll have leftovers so I can do my nut snacks that I do for my health snacks. I've only got enough for about maybe a week. All the others are gone.
Okay.
And let's be honest, a pack with special monk fruit and high-end spices on pecans and macadamias was not pecans, I mean pistachios and macadamias. That's not cheap to make.
No. What time is it? Damn, it's late.
Pistachio and macadamia, two of the most expensive nuts. They're so good. And Lydian has tried the nuts that Steve makes. These are my versions. I do make them a little saltier than Steve does.
They're tasty.
My concept, Mom gave Steve pointers on how to cook stuff and gave him some advice on how Dad used to make roasted nuts. Steve adapted it for the chemical reactions that monk fruit caused. And then I adapted it for my spice styles and stuff like that. And so what I made this morning and today was literally a blend of all three of us and our mad scientist cooking ways. With a little bit of the ways that my dad used to, because my dad's the one who came up with roasting certain nuts a certain way. And he did that because they got these nuts in commodities that were not very good quality at the time. They were large tins of very cheap quality peanuts. But when you're broke as shit and you don't have much food, you find a way to use it.
Yeah.
So what Dad came up with is he got family members who would get him a little bit of honey, and he'd mix half and half with the honey and the freaking corn syrup they gave us to create a honey roasted flavor that's not too expensive. And he would spice them and stuff, and he would make honey roasted peanuts for the whole family for Christmas. And I don't mean the whole family as in his kids and his wife. I mean, he would have everyone in the family bringing him supplies, and he would make their tins that they got from their commodities into honey roasted peanuts for them for Christmas. He used to make salsas too, and he'd have to kick me and Mom out of the house when he did it. I mean, Dad cooked, Mom cooked. What are the odds I'm going to come out as cooking? And granted, the whole time I'm talking to you guys, Mom is spamming me with stuff that she's finding in her computer in the other room.
Memes?
Some apparently we're in the photos from the church's Christmas Easter post.
Oh, that's cool.
I think it's time to start torturing the group with these Pokemon cards.
Huh?
Kind of a gift from Kid Sis and helping her move across town. There's a bunch of Pokemon cards.
That's it. I'm eating nuts. I'm going to be eating a couple of these. I want more of them. thing is, I have never once seen any nut blend ever mix macadamia and pistachio. I've never thought of it before, but I'm cooking last night and my brain goes, those will go good together, actually. And the soft and delicate flavor of the macadamia and that strong and intense flavor of pistachio do go good together.
Well, thanks for my Pinterest. Never mistake my silence for weakness. No one plans a murder out loud.
Actually, that's not always true.
I know.
I get the sentiment, but there was actually a guy who literally live streamed and vlogged his plots for creating this underground tunnel and murdering his wife and daughter for 8 years, and still somehow managed to get to do it. Because they never watched what he was making, and nobody else actually warned them.
They didn't take him seriously.
The rabbit hole of those situations that have been recorded live is something else.
Verify the email.
Well, it's like the Somalia case. What did he think was going to happen if he decided to go fuck around with them in Korea? And he's complaining, they won't let me go home. It's like, you admitted to multiple crimes. You harassed people on the street, and you video recorded yourself on live stream sexually assaulting the statues that were in honor of the women who were abused sexually during World War II. What did you think was going to happen to you? Do not fuck around with Korea.
They don't mess
Are you talking about that dude?
Yeah, Johnny Somalia, that moron.
I find it hilarious that they've literally turned it into a real life Where's Waldo trying to spot him in the crowd and beat him up every day now.
Well, it is funny. It's because of the court case that's getting attention, finally. They can maybe get some peace, because he's been harassing the international crowd. Not only
he
South Korea,
did it to Japan, too. He got kicked out of there for harassing people and assaulting an elderly man and other shit there, too.
Yep. That's kind of what I'm saying.
It's just like Vitaly's under arrest in the Philippines, I believe it is, for the same kind of shit.
Yeah, and people are saying Japan was too lenient, but what can they do, right? He pushed his rights and freedoms.
Actually, Japan could have easily pushed him a lot further. He did things that constituted blaspheming laws in their country and actually committed criminal acts in temples. Japan could have hit him a lot harder than they did. They were trying to be civil. And by the way, they're not being as civil anymore. They're heightening the laws against tourists doing this shit now because of him.
Well, he was the straw, or one of the straws.
There's this whole sub-community of the internet who's decided it's their mission to go to Asian countries and harass and abuse people. I'm sitting there going, those are not the countries you want to fuck with. Most of them will keep you down happily. This is the real life fuck around and find out. And Vitaly's got going through it, and I've seen the footage of that. Last time he was arrested, he tried to reach for the cop's gun in the airport.
Oh, that's a sure way to get shot right then and there.
The fact that he's still alive, he should be grateful for. They're going, I want to go home, and they're going, no, you're not. The charges they're taking him to court for, they're saying up to 35 to 45 years.
What's as you're saying all these things, they could have done this, could have done that, they could have escalated it more than they have, but they're playing it by the book because they're under a microscope now because of how much.
Probably just trying to avoid an international incident.
Yeah, that's basically it, right?
Watch the group go bug fuck nuts over these cards.
You're gonna share with the class, Bob?
Oh, in a minute here. First, want to get them all posted in the group. Yeah, we don't know. And then we get the sparkly ones.
Sparkly ones.
They got kind of a little prismatic, little sparkly thing in the
Oh,
background.
foils. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't collect these things. I'm guessing the 25 of these don't feel like a 25th anniversary thing.
I don't know. I don't collect Pokemon cards.
Neither do I. So just whoops. Take that. Didn't line up right.
So definitely not the person to be asking.
Yeah, that's why I'm posting this to our Knights of the Anime discussion group.
Mammoth might know.
Well, we'll find out. Right now, I'm just content with the fact that they post all these. They're going to have their collective for a while. Okay. Put these back into the case. Oh, I should take a picture of the case too.
Is there any other cool stuff?
Some pins for patches.
Sweet.
But this is the one I think it's like, let's watch them go nuts for a while. This layout comes apart now. But let's go ahead and put this back in here. And I suppose that will probably, right there is good. Okay. So, all right. Little security issue. Make sure I'm not sharing the other people I'm chatting with here.
Yeah.
But here's the one. Rookie. 68 points because it's 30 now. And well, yeah. There's Squirtle.
Squirtle.
Squirtle. Whoops. And Piplup, whatever they got, some sort of penguin thing.
Yeah, it's one of the starters for its
It's either,
generation.
it's either a very bulbous bow tie or a couple of tits. I'm not sure what's going on there.
I don't know.
Mm.
Piplups are more.
It's the Japanese. Anything's possible.
No.
Once that gets up here. Here we are. And we got Mudkip. Whatever that's supposed to be. The texture, tackle or mud slap? Huh. Yeah, something Trico. Like kind of a angry gecko thing with a very flat tail. Hmm. Got a quick attack. Hmm. Now a friend of mine, when I was in the hospital with a ruptured appendix, tried to introduce me to Magic the Gathering. It just come out.
Oh, that was like
1990,
90s.
1994. Okay, that's another Squirtle. Don't worry about that.
MTG has
I just could not get into
changed.
it. Yeah. I just could not get into it. It's like you could possibly blame the fact that I was in the hospital on various, medications, but it's like I don't get, got Oshawott, whatever the hell this is supposed to be. Apparently, it's a sleep attack. Flip a coin. If heads, the defending Pokemon is now asleep. Well, that's not something you want in your band.
If MTG, there's so much history to that.
Yeah. Charmander.
Different conflicting philosophies in terms of how they
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Looks kind of sad there for me.
Aw, it does. It's like, love me, I'm Charmander.
Mm-hmm. And this one I'd never heard of. Scorbunny.
Oh, yeah. Scorbunny is from the Sword and Shield franchise.
I'll take your word for it. Okay. And let's see. I've just seen Poplio.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a sea lion, kind of going like, come on, bring it. And let's see, we got one guy here, Chimchar, which I'm guessing looks to be, with the flaming tail, looks to be a monkey version of Charmander.
Basically.
Mm-hmm. And this guy, Fennekin. Kind of fox thing. I don't know if we bored Rosetta to tears or just something happened. Whoops. Stop that. Slip up there. Okay.
I don't know.
There she comes.
I've been trying to talk to you guys for forever, and somehow the mic disconnected its signal.
Weird.
I have
We can hear you now.
6 times. You have repeated what's there.
Yeah.
Does that mean you have more than one of it?
And of course, the biggie, Pikachu.
Are you still not going to answer the question?
What question was that?
You have ones that repeat in the list. Does that mean you have more than one of them?
The couple repeats,
That's all I was trying to ask.
I'm skipping the not much. It's like, think it's like a couple of squirrels.
I'm not saying a word. That sounded dirty.
I'd be tempted to hold on to the Pikachu, but just because. We've got a few stuffed Pikachus around here. And then we get into the foils one here. Froakie. Looks like a stoned frog. I don't know.
Aw, gnome is a spirit animal.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
It's a foil.
I'm not wrong.
We got a foil Scorbunny, foil Piplup, foil Poplio, and that's it. And then the and then this lovely box. Yeah. Damn it. There's the back side. Love it. And here's how it opens. It's gonna.
That's a cute box.
Yeah. It's got the kind of 25. I can only figure 25th anniversary or something. And this came out about 2016, I think, or thereabouts. So.
Yeah, something like that. Some of those boxes were being sold for quite a bit.
Yeah, I think this was part of a loot crate thing. I think she was doing this for a while.
Look at your Discord, gnome face.
All right, come on.
Let me know what you think of that.
Let me get this foot back in the keyboard.
I think black and white cloud photos have a weirdness that's really pretty.
There we go.
That looks nice.
That's restored.
That was last night.
All right. Now my keyboard is set up again.
I need to steal the gnome and take off so I can get things done and get to bed.
Anywho.
You hear that, Bob?
Why is it suddenly gone dark? I mean,
Huh?
My sound get turned off.
I can hear you, Bob.
We can hear
there
you.
We go.
Can you hear
I muted myself when I was doing the keyboard thing. Okay.
I'm stealing a gnome.
Okay.
But we thought we'd come wish
Don't
you a
do
happy
that.
Easter and see how you were doing.
All right, well, it's there. And I'm about ready to wrap up anyway. It's like 3 hours is enough for me.
Take care, Bob.
All right.
Have a good Easter, Wanker.
All right, you too. Good night.
Good night.
All right. All right. And with that, while I wait for the ibuprofen to kick in, I think we're just going to wrap it up here because I accomplished what I mainly wanted to do with Fortnite was get to where at least I get one of those items out of the way. So when it does show up in the item shop, I'm not paying full price. So I think we will just wrap it up and we'll talk at you later.